Welcome to Confessions of a Stenographer, where we will focus on all things steno and the state of our profession. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Shaunise Day, founder of Steno in the City, founder of this podcast, and also a steno advocate. We are now on episode 4. I'm so excited about this podcast. We have an outlet to promote our profession to the public. This is great for us, but it will take participation from a lot of you. I will be making my rounds and reaching out, so don't be alarmed when you get a message from me. Please spread the word and share with colleagues that we are on iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and iHeartRadio, the leading platform for podcasting. Today, I want to jump right into our interview. Let me go ahead and introduce our next two guests. I'm excited for these ladies. These ladies are on fire, and they are so passionate about our profession. They are both certified stenographers here in California, the Bay Area. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause for Bryce-Shainline and Kelly DeRusso. Welcome, ladies. Are you ready to confess?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, awesome. I want to thank you guys both for saying yes to come on to the podcast and spread the word on steno and what you have going on. So you guys are both certified in California, correct?
Okay, so I'm Bryce-Shainline, and I've been reporting a little over 10 years. I started pro temping in federal court in San Francisco, and then went to state court for a bit, and then did freelance and still freelance all over the Bay Area.
And I'm Kimberly DeRusso. I have been reporting for 23 years, mostly in the freelance field, although I do step into court when needed. And I'm still enjoying freelancing after 23 years in California.
That is so awesome. And did you relocate to California?
I sure did. I relocated from Northern California near Sacramento to Oakland a little over a year ago. Although I did work in the Bay Area before I would commute, and I'm really enjoying not having a big commute. It's awesome.
Right. Okay, so let's get right into it. So, steno recipe for success. What would be your 3 top ingredients to make the profession better? And then you guys can just go one at a time.
Okay, well, to make the profession better, the first thing that I would recommend is connecting, educating, and advocating every chance you got at a deposition proceeding or an interaction with, say, a paralegal or legal secretary or attorney. We're always wanting to be thinking about how we can promote stenography in the field.
Okay, Kelly, what about you?
I have to agree. Like, connect, educate, and advocate, which is our motto, and just spreading the good word of stenography and making sure everybody knows what the gold standard is. I think a lot of people are not educated on what we do, and we need to educate the entire public, everybody, people who work with us and people who know nothing about what we do.
Exactly. During my opening, I just spoke in regards to that video that circulated yesterday on the Senate floor. I was not going to let that fly. And all in good taste, I did, speak a little bit, about what we do and the ADA, the American Disability Acts, and how, those captions, they're, the hard of hearing, they rely on those captions. So I did speak about that. So you guys have came up with something a movement that is just out of this world. And right now you have so many stenographers that are on fire. What is the Protect Your Record project, and why was it created?
The Protect Your Record project was born out of Kelly and I wanting to become more active and wanting to walk our talk. And specifically, the Protect Your Record project is an independent self and group advocacy platform that we designed to inspire stenographic reporters to connect educate, and advocate on a national level, one conversation at a time. And we're really excited. We have over, we have 3,000 members. We're approaching 3,000 members. And it's exciting every day to see people sharing stories across the country, whether it be Alabama, whether it be New York City, whether it be San Francisco. Reporters are getting involved and getting into action, and it's incredible to watch.
Yes. What is the mission statement of PYRP?
So the mission statement is, through independent and group endeavors, our group is committed to advocacy that encourages and supports stenographers nationwide to protect your record. We will promote the stenographic record and its integrity through connection, education, and advocacy.
Right. Okay. And I'm just so proud of, what you ladies have started. So just for you guys that don't know, Steno Lovers, I met Kelly and Kimberly in October at an empowerment conference, and they were presenters right before me. I was the keynote speaker, but they were presenters on this movement, and I was extremely moved by their presentation. These ladies, they're just getting started with this whole movement. This is only just the beginning. So after you left D.C., ladies, were you guys motivated to just, okay, we're about to take our profession to another level?
Absolutely, Shaunise. And I want to say your keynote was awesome, and it was so exciting to finally get to meet you and to know that we're local neighbors, which I love.
Right.
But yes, Marianne Payonk has inspired me personally over the years, and being invited, because her event is invitation only, was an honor for Kelly and I to be able to come and present on the Protect Your Record project. And I'll speak for myself. I walked away after being approached by various stenographic reporters. What can we do in our state? What can we do here in New York? And being inspired myself by the inspiration and excitement I saw mirrored back to me after our presentation. And so, absolutely, yes, it was the next catalyst for our pop-up event, which I'm sure you'll ask about.
Yes.
And for me, Shaunise, I have never gone to a conference or a seminar where everybody there were just inspiring each other, and it was such an uplifting experience. I had never experienced a conference like that before. It was wonderful.
And fun. It was really fun.
Right. Yeah, when I got the call and the invite to be the keynote speaker, all I can think of was, is she sure? I'm not up there. And, leading up to that point, I was just so intimidated I was just intimidated until it was time for me to, when I stepped foot in the Ritz, then I said, okay, I can do this. I am just as good.
I think I know where you're going with that. She is an inspirational person that is a leader who inspires others, and her goal is to provide a platform for people like you and me and Kelly to step into leadership. And that's what's so amazing about her when she invites these reporters from all over the country to come, especially to empower them. It's called an empowerment conference, and she does it brilliantly.
Right. And then what she did was she opened other doors. After leaving D.C., I received other calls to come and speak at other events. And I'm like, I'm not a speaker. And I was like, don't you dare do that, because you got it and you can do it and you will do it. Okay. So the movement and action day with the Protect Your Record project. Give us a timeline of what transpired leading up to January 17th.
Well, so we opened our Facebook page. I don't have the exact date, but just not that long ago. And then we did the empowerment conference. And then now here we are at almost 3,000 members. And we've done a lanyard and sticker campaign, which is really fun. And people are wearing lanyards to show that we are actual stenographers.
Yeah, it's been amazing. We started the Facebook page back in June of 2019. And it's grown from Kelly and I, 2 members, and Marianne, to nearly 3,000 members. And we have another 900 that we're waiting to have them answer questions. And something to add to the timeline in there was our national pop-up event. And do you want me to talk about that right now, or do you want to wait?
Yes. No,
okay.
you can. I'll just add. We can go ahead and get into what took. But go ahead and just tell us what took place on January 18th. Give us the stats and what were the pop-up events for those that are not on social media. Because let me tell you, we have so many stenographers that are just not on social media, and the purpose of this podcast was to let's create a platform for those that don't have access or don't have time. Everyone has a cell phone, and you have that podcast button, and you can just, you can listen to while you're in traffic, at the gym, cooking, going to bed, practicing. So it's for everybody. So if you can just, talk about what took place on the 18th, talk about the numbers and what are the actual pop-up events.
Absolutely. I'm excited. And thank you for creating that outreach and that platform that for those that aren't on social media. I think that's really important, and I'm excited to participate this way. So Kelly and I created the Protect Your Record Project pop-up event, which was a national event. And we had the idea that we wanted to organize across the United States stenographic reporters who, we have a hashtag that we use, proud stenographers, who are proud stenographers, to get them together to brainstorm about how to connect, educate, and advocate. You'll hear us say that a lot because that is the message that we are using to educate about stenography and protecting your record. And so we started organizing, and we set a goal to cover 50 states, and we nearly did it. We're so excited. So here's the stats that we had. We had 45 states covered with pop-up events happening at the very same time nationally, but we had 78 actual events. So that means we had, for example, 10 in California, 6 in Texas, 5 in Florida, 3 in New York, 3 in Illinois, 2 in New Jersey, so on and so forth, in Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Hawaii, Mississippi, Nevada, Ohio, Oregon, Wisconsin. And what was exciting was Kelly and I gave a little 15-minute congratulations to the pop-up groups and thanked them for their leadership and their advocacy, because these leaders stepped up to host these events with their own money. We supplied them free advocacy kits and sent them all across the United States. Kelly enlisted her husband and her children, and we packed the boxes with postcards and pens and lanyards and educational materials, including our famous stickers. And so what we told them was how important it is to grow the movement. And if they thought of it in a way of we're these concentric circles across the United States, in each state that are growing bigger and bigger together until we bump into each other, that if we started at the time we had 2,500 members, if we averaged working 3 days a week with 2 attorneys, how many interactions could we have a day? That would be 5,000. How many could we have at that number per week together as a team, PYRP, Protect Your Record Project? 15,000 a week. And a month, 60,000. A year, 720,000. And then if we double our membership, which we're well on our way at 3,000 now, but if we doubled it to 5,000, our goal in 2020 is to have 1 million 440,000 contacts, educating, connecting, and advocating about the importance of the stenographic record and what it is we do and how to protect the record. So it was really super exciting. Kelly, why don't you talk to when you saw everybody on the screen, because you felt emotion about it, I remember.
Oh, yeah. So on our computer screen, we had, all the little pictures of all the different pop-up sites. And just looking at that screen, and I mean, it took 3 different pages on the screen of all the different sites that were connecting, all at the same time, 10 o'clock Pacific time on January 18th. And it was, and you could hear everybody's excitement and energy, and that was all across the nation. It really was moving that people were excited and ready to participate and ready to lead and ready to learn about how to educate, not just handed materials, but how to use those materials, which is what those pop-ups were about. And the pop-ups were about connecting with each other in our own local areas to figure out what the needs are in our area and how we can go out and educate in our very own locale. So it was very inspiring to me.
Absolutely. And what's really cool, Shaunise, what we have heard over and over from stenographic reporters is that they're grateful to have a platform to speak up because, as you know, reporters are quiet. We sit behind the machine. We're trained to listen and to write. And we don't often have the opportunity to connect with each other in a community setting. And so what it felt like to Kelly and I, it gives me the chills talking about it. I'm serious. I'm sitting here with the chills, is that people feel like they have a voice and that they're able to speak their truth and to advocate for their profession in a way that maybe they didn't believe that they could, and they definitely do now because they see their peers across the United States wanting to do the same thing. So it's super exciting.
Right, and it's a chain reaction. Once, some start, then others are going to get motivated and fired up to do the same exact thing. So I was able to attend, the pop-up at Kelly's with you guys, and when I just tell you, I just thank you. I thank you for allowing me to, be a part of that. It was good. Did we come up with a name for? And I'm probably behind or missed it in the group. But did we come up for a name for our pop-up?
We did.
Okay, what's the name?
We had some funny ones. Kelly, do you want to say it?
Well, I think ours we agreed on at the end was the stenographics.
Okay.
Yes.
The stenographics. Okay, so we are the stenographics. Okay, I like it. And another thing that was just really good was just at the beginning and how you did the 15-minute connection with everybody and just watching you ladies just lead on that, and you brought so many people together. Do you think that this will be something that we will continue to do maybe on an annual or quarterly basis just to, keep it fresh, give new tips on how to get out there and promote and, give ideas on how to protect the profession? And also, did every pop-up event focus on the same action items?
I can speak to that. We are absolutely going to keep our momentum going. We are thrilled that it was so well received, and we've already had events that we've sponsored. One of our members was at the New York Bar Association and had, I believe, 6 real-time reporters there supporting her all week. And so we are supporting events across the United States that are happening behind the scenes and supplying them with kits and advocacy materials. And then Kelly and I have a few events up our sleeves, but we are going to have, yes, definitely other national pop-ups, but we're also going to have what we call pop-ins, where we have Zooms on particular advocacy topics.
Right, and that will be good. And I'll definitely be Be in tune with that. For those that were not able to attend an event, what can they do to start today for advocating for the profession? What tips would you advise them to do on each job when they go out, their setup, speaking with attorneys or whomever? What advice can you give them starting on Monday? Or for those that have a Saturday or Sunday depot, what advice can they start doing today to advocate?
Go for it, Kel.
So, well, the first thing you can do is first you need to look around the room, because sometimes talking to attorneys, it's about timing. So if you're in setting up and you feel comfortable and you read the room, and you can just kind of start chatting with the attorneys about, have you ever had a digital, or, how is anything that can spark a conversation. And that's our motto, one conversation at a time. And so we also, what you should do is head on over to our website and get some stickers and lanyard, which everybody is loving the lanyards, which I love too. So you just wear your lanyard, and that actually sparks attorneys and secretaries and receptionists to ask you questions. It sparks a lot of conversations and gets things going. And then go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say another thing that we're doing. Kelly is right. When we wear our lanyards, it shows that we are the official record keepers, and people recognize that we're there for an important purpose. And the other thing that we do is we introduce ourselves on the record. We state our license number when we swear in the witness, and we do that. We, on our cover pages, this is another thing that reporters can do that you want to put stenographically reported by on your cert page and on your covers. That's another way that they can advocate. Really having, like Kelly said, reading the room is very important. And then bringing the postcards that we've created and the pens and leaving them for the attorneys, secretaries, paralegals, so that they have information to read later. And it's a reminder to them, oh, wow, I can actually put in a notice that I want it only reported by stenographic means. Absolutely, you can. You do not have to, as an attorney, stipulate to these digital recorders that are coming in and co-opting the name court reporter. They absolutely can put stenographic means only, and it has to be abided by.
Awesome. Goodness, I'm so proud of you ladies. How does it make you feel knowing that you organize one of the largest national events across the country connecting stenographers together? How does it make you feel?
Kelly, take it away.
Okay. I am speechless, to be honest. I sit every day thinking, wow, because we're constantly have been told, at least in our area, that, members won't step up, or we're apathetic. Well, no, we're ready to roll. And I am so proud of everybody who is participating and caring about our profession and moving it forward.
Absolutely. And I'm excited. I'm energized. I am ready to take it next level. I am happy to sit and stuff envelopes and boxes knowing that reporters are inspired by that and ready to go out in the field and spread the word. And it makes me happy. I couldn't be happier to partner with anyone other than Kelly. She's amazing as a co-leader. We inspire each other all the time. We keep each other in check. And we constantly challenge each other to be our best. And that's what we are trying to do. This movement is not about Kelly and I. This movement is about everyone stepping into leadership and doing their little part to make it grow and to be its best.
Yes, yes, yes. I had the opportunity to, last year I went to Capitol Hill for boot camp, and I was teamed up with Kelly. So we did speak with the few lawmakers, about our profession. So Kelly is amazing. Both of you ladies are amazing. And the good news is we are local. We're right here. And normally I don't know too many local reporters. The people that I know are far, far away. So locally, I'm not involved. I don't do anything. It's just pretty much spread out on a national level. So it's good to know that I have two amazing advocates that are, 5-10 minutes away from me. So, yes. So,
thank you, Shaunise.
You're
we
welcome.
feel the same about you. Your leadership is amazing. I mean, before I ever knew you, you were famous. And I'm so excited to have met you. And I know that we all agreed that after these pop-ups were over, that we're going to have a big brunch. So we now need to get that on our calendar.
Yes, yes. Standing up to digitals, do you have any top 3 suggestions on how we can keep them out?
Yes. And the first thing is that our strategy is, interestingly, not about keeping them out, because we want to keep our focus positive. And so what our focus is to promote stenography and to protect your record. And so we feel if we do an excellent job of leadership nationally on that level, and we are already seeing the success of this with attorneys putting by stenographic means only on their notices, sharing with us the nightmare stories that they've had with digital recorders, transcripts that have had mistakes replete with inaudible, unintelligible, and how unhappy they are with that. Stories of digital recorders calling themselves court reporters, a title that we worked hard in school for, that we earned certificates and licenses for, that digital recorders have come in with, even if you can believe it, a fake prop of our machines, our stenographic machines, pretending that they are stenographers. Now, we're handling that with our CRB board. We're bringing that to them and asking them to take up their mission statement, which is to protect consumers. And we don't think that digital recorders going into the field and pretending that they are stenographic reporters is protecting the consumers. And so we're ready to do our best to promote our profession and what we know as legacy record keepers and our history of keeping a record. And I wanted to share something with you just really quick from a friend that actually works on in DC. And you had talked earlier about the mistake that was made on MSNBC with Brian Williams and Senator Claire McCaskill, and how they were short. They ran out of things to say, so they noticed one of the stenographic reporters on the Senate floor, and were joking about, oh, is that antiquated stenographer still around? Gosh, it looks like they're carrying cash registers. And it caused us Protect Your Record to get into action and create a national campaign yesterday. We organized our group of nearly 3,000 reporters to tweet, to Instagram, to contact MSNBC, to contact Brian Williams and the Rachel Maddow show, because she loves stenographers. And Kelly went to high school with her, by the way. And
well, she graduated from the high school.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. And to educate and to use it as a positive opportunity to get a national platform to educate about stenography. So we've written letters asking for an opportunity, but I wanted to share a friend who works at the Senate, works on the Senate floor as a reporter, said that they're putting out the congressional record every day. It's almost immediate copy so that it can go to the government printing office and be available for the next morning. No digital recorder can do that. Only a live stenographic reporter can do an amazing job like that in DC.
Wow, that's good. That's amazing to, get a response. So what is next for PRYP? I just love the acronym for that. Do you have any?
Yeah.
I just think it's just so protect your record project. I just love it. Did you guys both come up with that term?
That was a term that back in early 2019, that was in my head. And just, we all talk about how important it is to protect our records, and that we take a great pride in that. So it seemed that it was exactly perfect for PYRP to promote that as the key thing that we all share pride in as proud stenographers. And really, it's, we have a sticker that says, stenography is the art of integrity. And that's what it's about for the Protect Your Record project, is protecting the integrity of our records. And that's really it. Yes, protecting our records is key.
Right. Do you have any words of advice or comments that you would like to share with our listeners? What do you want our fellow stenographers to know?
For me, I would like everybody to just feel inspired and get out there. And we all contribute in our own ways, and some don't feel comfortable speaking with attorneys, but maybe they have a friend that they, a secretary that they can talk to. So we all have different ways of bringing action to the advocacy, and that's what I want listeners to know, that no matter how little you do or how much you do, it all is for the bigger, greater good of Protect Your Record.
Absolutely. And as the funny quote says, as what she said. And also for me, it's to be confident in your own voice. And Shaunise, you're a great example of this, to not be afraid to speak your truth and to ask hard questions and to be confident that your leadership will grow from taking action, and from connecting with others. You will be inspired to go out and to create a greater leadership platform. It happens naturally. You just have to take action and take the first step.
Right. And I'm learning so much from all of you guys. I am. So just for fun, just really quick as we wrap up, and I know you can go either way, but for both of you guys, I want to know, certified shorthand reporter, court reporter, or stenographer, which one?
Okay, so for me, in my transcript, I have certified shorthand reporter on a lot of stuff, because in California, that's what our licenses are. Mm-hmm. However, I refer to myself as a stenographer when, just in everyday speech, just to try to, get people to know what exactly we're doing. And that's, what we do. We're stenographic reporters. So, and then I always say to everybody, you be you. That's Kim put that up, on our site. You be you, and you choose how you want to introduce yourself or what you want to represent for yourself.
Right.
But that's what I do.
Okay.
How about you, Kim?
And for me, same, because, it is a distinction depending on if you're in a cert state or not. Some states don't require a certification. They require, an RPR, not a CSR like we have in California. But I do, like Kelly does on transcripts, I still have certified shorthand reporter because that's what our license says. Mm-hmm. But I say on the front of my cover, stenographically reported by, and I'm a proud stenographer, hands down.
Yes, I love it. Kelly and Kim, I want to thank you so much for coming on and speaking. And again, it all starts with, one conversation at a time, as you both have mentioned. And for me, with my steno in the city, it's, I started the whole, one city at a time, bringing stenographers together. So I am just so excited about this movement. You guys, I don't know if, you guys know, but you guys have done something major. Like, this is major. You're getting so many people, to come forward and speak and, involving everyone, so you guys are just, keep up the good work. I'm here for, anything you guys need, any assistance on stuffing envelopes, whatever it is, I'm right in your backyard. So I want to thank you guys for confessing. We'll go ahead and get that brunch date soon. And
Yay!
Thank you. Yay. Okay, ladies.
Mimosas all around.
Yes.
Thank you, Shaunise, for having us.
I would like to thank everyone that took the time out to check out this podcast. Thank you so much. Now is the time to fight for our profession. We have so many that don't know who we are or what we do. It's time to get as many boots on the ground and get out and promote and educate about this great profession. Just a reminder, we are the highly skilled stenographers. Let's band together and take action. It's time to get on solid ground and stand for steno. Until then, stay motivated and encouraged.